Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today is Tuesday, and we are going to be using the Archangel Metatron cards today by Amanda Ellis. Celia was very drawn to use these today. So I know over the weekend, Dave and I got a ton of downloads. So we were actually yesterday was really an R&R day. Which is not usually the thing that happens around here. So we just kind of are going with the energy. So if you feel like there's a lot of energy coming at you, or you're like a little extra tired, make sure you're drinking enough water, because I feel like there's a ton of strong energies coming in right now. So we're just gonna do a general reading to start, and then we will get into giving some messages. Everyone is doing well. Hi, Beatrice, Grand Rising, Jocelyn. Hello, Kason. How are you doing? You are very welcome. And Celia says she does have a message for you today. So we hope you have time to stick around for a little bit. We're going to do a general reading, and sometimes there's little messages wedged in there. Sometimes it's just one line. It's not necessarily the entire reading. So, we invite everyone to listen to the general message. And then we will do individual questions. Today is such a beautiful day. The sun is shining. We have not had good sunshine for a while. If you see, it's right there behind me. So we are feeling really happy that the sun is shining upon us today. She told me to have a drink, so we're gonna get some coffee and get settled in, and Celia's gonna come in. It's funny, I feel that happen as soon as I take a drink of the coffee, that she was already here, but in a more defined way. So we are going to begin with a general message from Celia today and see what the energy has in store for this day. Mercury retrograde ends tomorrow, and then Uranus ends on the 21st, and then so on the 22nd, all planets are direct until April 20th, when Mercury goes retrograde again. So the next 3 months are going to be a really strong forward movement time. So if you've been feeling a little stuck or held back, or just not know why anything isn't moving forward, just know that things are going to like pop open. Is the feeling we get with the change in the energy, because it's about to be like, she's like, I get that hold on to your hat feeling again, which she likes to give me. So I feel like, this is a preemptive week. Really make sure you're doing some self-care this week. Yesterday I took time to do self-care. I did my nails, I did a mani and a pedi. And Dave just really relaxed yesterday. So sometimes we get things a little ahead of time, so we can talk about it. So you're saying this week, really make sure you're taking some time. Make sure you are taking some time for some self-care. So you feels like the self-care is like really important. Like yesterday was a whole day of self-care for Dave and I, which is not and I see the light body card there on the bottom, or the chakra, or the Kundalini. But yesterday I told Dave we were really integrating energy into our light body. And so things are changing. So if you're feeling abnormal pain sometimes, or Sometimes that's energy moving. Sometimes, like yesterday, Dave was having a lot of like sinusy and stuff up in his third eye area, and he's really been working on. Just like make sure those cards are all the right ones. I knew they were all. So we're just fixing them. Celia clearly has a message she wants to say before we begin. So we are just gonna the Dollface Diva, Jenny, welcome. All about Maine. We hope, Jennifer, we hope everyone is doing really well today. We are using the Archangel Metatron card. So we are doing Twin Flame Tuesday. I feel like Archangel Metatron is very prominent with the Twin Flames as we get the Dimensional Gateway and the Love card. I feel like today is that day. So we are doing Twin Flame Tuesday. Tonight we will be doing a live reading at 7 p.m. my time. So we invite everyone to join us for, the Twin Flame reading. We will be pulling cards after. I'm doing it. I don't know if Dave's gonna. He's kind of been a little camera shy lately. So we'll see. He's been really integrating and working on a lot of stuff. When we started the weekend, Celia told us it was gonna be a life-changing weekend for Dave. Those were her words to him. We took a little road trip up to Michigan. Went and walked on the beach. Sometimes a girl just needs to ground. Well, both of us did. So we went, and Saturday was on one beach. Sunday was the one Saturday Dave has a lot of karma with, and then the one Sunday I had a little karma with, or history with, so for both. So we both got to walk. We got to walk on the beach a little bit and ground. So I feel like grounding all this week is super important before everything goes direct. Because that's like super powerful energy. Like we're gonna have 3 months of forward movement. That is like super huge. Like nothing in retrograde. So it's going to be a huge time of growth in the next 3 months. So as I hear again, hold on to your hats. It's a coming. It is really a time of expansion right now. So just know. So we are going to start with the Archangel Metatron cards. I think she's ready to do some cards now. We hope everyone is doing well, and we're just going to see what is the general energy. The bottom of the deck is the Akashic Records card, evaluation and review. And Dave and I have definitely been looking back at his beliefs, on some random things. He, thought a particular city was, he didn't like it because it's a very hectic place, which he realized was one of his parents' beliefs, not necessarily his belief about the city and the people in it. Clearly. So that was very interesting. He had another belief about crowded places. But when Dave and I pretty much go anywhere, we're in a bubble. It's amazing when we drive and we road trip a lot. We're always in a little bubble. It's amazing the bubble around us. So he has now a new belief about crowds. So we were working on some like core beliefs that he's had his whole entire life. Like this one city he's like avoided because he thinks it's, there's bad energy there or something. And we've discussed that is clearly not the case. So anyway, the cards of the day are the water card, which is emotional well-being, which we feel is like definitely what, we were talking about. Make sure you're being grounded. And that's self-care. Check on your emotional well-being. How is that going? We used the hot tub for that. We, over the weekend, we went somewhere and it had a hot tub bath, and I make wonderful bath bombs. So, and that's why I told Dave, because I took some of the last ones we have, and I said, I am really, once again, I need to make bath bombs. They make my skin so happy when I use them. So I am definitely going to do that. So, make sure you're using some water. She said this is for this week. In this time, make sure you're spending some time with water. using it for, cleansing, clearing, reviewing what's gone on in the last, she said the last like 6 months. Last 6 months. What has gone on in your life? How has your life changed in the last 6 months? In the last 6 months, I've started my channel. I went from being a physical therapy assistant to being a full-time tarot reader and digital creator. So, which is my dream. So, the next card out is Inner Child. Hear and know me. So I feel like it's also a time to, reflect on what things you liked as I said, the bath bomb thing, that takes me back to my inner child feeling of my creativity. When I was a kid, I had a chemistry set. I loved to play with that. And the bath bomb stuff is exactly that. So, I'm going to spend some time this week making some bath bombs. So what does your inner child like to do? Spend some time this week, doing whatever it is your inner child really enjoys. The next card is Conquering Fears, and that says start today. Why why are you afraid to do those things your inner child likes? I was doing it as a business, and I hated the technology side of trying to run the website and all that. So I let that fear of my lack of knowledge stop me. So I kind of gave that dream up, which is clearly coming back around for me to reevaluate it. So I'm going to do that. So maybe I'm going to work a little bit on my business there too. And then the last card out is the green card, which is heart healing. So I feel like it's definitely a week for that. So it's the first card was water and the last one's green, and they feel the very similar energy. So I feel like it's saying, wrap your arms and your love around your inner child. Make your inner child feel safe. A lot of times, Dave and I have recently been working on him he goes into fight or flight, and clearly, which is a chaotic energy. Even just talking about it, just like what, so, show me to move that down. So, and when he's doing that, a lot of times, so you'll just say, tell him you're safe, you're secure. Because we can see it coming on Dave. So, I feel like it's definitely a time to make sure you're doing some self-love this week, some self-care, being very grounded. Water is very grounding. And I feel like she's saying overall, it's a time for reviewing, because in that card underneath that is answering the call, which I feel is the energy of next week. Is really going to be that energy of moving forward, she's saying. Okay. We had to kind of slow down a little bit, but apparently we're about to go full speed ahead. Which is kind of ironic, which is kind of like Dave's speed. Dave likes to do everything in fast forward. So, not by his choice, just by his, I guess by his choice, because it's just an aspect in his chart of the way things are for Dave. So, we are going to get some cards for the overall energy. The current energy is the Three of Swords, heart healing, which is wonderful. Definitely a good thing to do this week. Something else Dave and I were working on this weekend is forgiveness. I talked about Dave the moment that I really literally got down on my knees and asked God to forgive me for everything I'd ever done. And it was such a profound moment in my life. So, because really I just needed to forgive myself. And really, I feel like it's clearly a time for that. So are you forgiving yourself? Just know when things were happening or whatever's going on, we just do the best we can do each day. So just, don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself a little bit of self-love. And just know, truly the forgiveness was always there. It was only me. It was only me, holding myself back and not forgiving myself. Because you know what? God loves us. He is always there loving us no matter what we're doing. Like literally always. If you have a child and you know the feeling of that love, um, the feeling of God is that times a million. Like, it's like I have had that moment of like literal like light shining on me, and like it was a very emotional time. So anyway, so it's that kind of a time right in this week. It is a time of reflecting and really forgiving yourself for the choices you make. Sometimes we make a choice and we date somebody and they break our heart and we're like, why was I so dumb? Or it was our twin flame and they're in and they're out and they come back and they leave and then we're like, why were we so dumb? Why did we subject ourselves to that? And you know what? It's because it's all part of the process. You have to go through all of the processes. Excuse me, let me get a tissue because a girl's having a moment. So I feel like everyone is going to be going through that. Like, Celia's told me all my stuff that's happened to me over my life is so I have a reference point for a story. And that time really was profound for me when I really surrendered to my spiritual path on that day. And I feel like it's definitely a time that's going to be pushing us forward. So I feel like it's definitely a time of healing healing your inner child, forgiving yourself, and knowing you're safe and secure. Because everything is always working out. Dave and I listen to a lot of Abraham, and she's always saying, "You never get it wrong, and you never get it done." So, if you think it's wrong, just know it's not done. Just wait; it's all going to work out. The next card of the helping energy is the Ace of Wands. A brand new opportunity is coming. With this new energy, it's a brand new energy coming in. I feel like it's so high vibrational energy that's been coming in over the last weekend. So I feel like next week is going to be like a huge blast of energy. Hopefully a great way, great energy, but like life-changing energy, like life-changing. That's what Celia told Dave this weekend. It was life-changing energy, and he's worked on some beliefs that really held him back, that definitely doesn't serve him. And so we worked on that. So the next card is the blocking energy. And that's the Empress energy. Are you ready to stand in your Empress energy and manifest all of your desires? Because if you're in fear, you're not manifesting anything. Honestly, if you don't feel safe and secure, you cannot manifest. If you are not feeling safe and secure, your root chakra is blocked, and we manifest through our sacral chakra. So if your sacral chakra is blocked, no manifesting or minimal. You're letting the minimal in that you could be letting in. You could be letting in so much more. So, and part of that's our forgiveness. And just know you were doing the best you could with each and every day, and every day's getting a little better. And you just have to really work on being grounded and feeling safe. We have a great little focusing exercise that Celia's had Dave and I working on, and I'm going to make a video of it and post it because it really makes a difference in your vibration. Immediately, it really makes you have to focus. So it's a very short, quick exercise, but it really, really makes you focus. So she doesn't give me anything I'm not supposed to share, so we're going to share it. The root of the situation, Two of Cups, divine union. Okay, clearly. Yeah. And that's union within yourself as well as with that other person. And I can't help but notice we have the 1, 2, 3 here. And the Empress is a 3. So like that 3 is kind of an amplified, that now is a time to really work on manifesting. As you feel safe, you can easily let so much in. So what is your inner child asking you to take a look at? Where are you allowing energies to block your heart? What energies are you allowing to block your heart from really shining your light? Are you shining your light? Are you sharing your gifts? Are you the gift of being joyously happy? She's always telling Dave and I we're supposed to be joyously happy. So are you working on being joyously happy? It really, really makes a difference. The happier, like Dave, when we first met, had just got his house and was working on it, and he was feeling really confident and really good. So he was in a high vibration. I was meditating every day and I was in high vibration. So it was just so easy for us to merge that energy together, both being high vibration. And if you come together with somebody, don't you want them to be at high vibration? And if that's the case, that means, are you doing the work for you to be high vibration? Are you feeling safe and secure? Are you confident in what you do? Are you sitting around waiting for somebody else to take action? If you're waiting on somebody else to take action, you might be waiting a long time. And that probably isn't going to serve you. This week, and a lot, we asked Dave, does that serve you? So when you're doing something and you're having a thought, does that serve you? When you're having anger at somebody, does that serve you? When you're having sadness about somebody, does that serve you? When you're having love for somebody, does that serve you? Abso-freaking-lutely. Honestly, like if me and Dave aren't in a great place, because one of our energies is off, as soon as we work on that energy, the other person comes right back around. I mean, literally that quick. That quick. Thank God we live in the same house. Okay, the next card is the skills. The skills to work on the situation, and that is confidence and stepping into your power. Are you doing that? Are you shining your light? Are you putting it out there? That's what we're choosing to do every day when we come here. We are really putting it out there, and we're asking, are you putting it out there? Are you putting it out there? Are you doing the work to be victorious in this? Because if you're not working on being the high vibration person, when you attract that person, they're either going to match your vibration, which if you're not high vibration, that's probably going to make you guys not be great, or you're going to be not happy together. And normally that causes that runner chaser thing because the energy is imbalanced. The next card is the hidden factors of the situation. And that is the Page of Cups. The messages are trying to come to you. They're really being like offered up. So you says, hey, we're offering this cup up. Are you listening? The hidden factors are you're getting messages all the time. Every day you're getting a message all the time. You're always getting the impulse from somewhere. You just get to choose if it's from your higher self or if it's from your ego or from a negative thought form, because negative thought forms do exist. So you have to kind of sometimes pull it back to your heart space and ask, where is this thought coming from? Am I coming from a place of love when I'm communicating with this person? Am I being confident in my love that I'm feeling for this person? Ooh. I'm pretty confident in the love I have for Dave. So I'm not worried about, anything stepping in between our relationship, because our relationship has been very built on a solid foundation. We worked a lot. We know so much about each other. We've really worked on that foundation. And a lot of our foundation's been built on healing each other. I was talking to Dave, that the reason Celia and I push him doing the bowl so much is because it did so much for us personally. It aligned me to where my connection with Celia is almost seamless now. As long as I'm happy. If I'm happy, she's here. I'm not happy, not so much. She's there, but it's very diminished. The next one is the action that needs to be taken. Are you delivering the message? Are you listening to the messages and taking action on the messages you're receiving? if you're being guided, if you're listening to a lot of tarot and you're listening to a lot of videos and they keep giving you the same message, are you listening to that message, or are you flipping the channel trying to find a different message? But as you do that, do you continue to find that same message coming back? Because it's the it's your frequency at that time, so you're going to keep attracting that same message. So what action are you taking with the messages you're receiving? Are they coming from a place of love? And the outcome card is the Six of Swords. We started down here with a 6 and we're ending with a 6, which is, and we have 2 pages. So I feel like, it's 6 page 6. And that's a lot of mirroring about the twin flame thing. Are you working on, as you work on your confidence, it's going to move you to be able to follow your intuition, and to do the healing that you need to do and listen to the steps that you're being guided to take. We're going to scoot these over and we're going to do the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck, which is the 7 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the Strength card, and the Page of Pentacles. So the only page missing is the Page of Swords, which is right there. She's like, look, Page of Swords is right there. So all the pages are here. So it's saying you're getting messages from all the directions. Make sure you're coming from a place of love, and, think before you speak, and just know there's a really big opportunity coming. Are you blocking them? Because we get, the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. There's many options, but are you blocking the door to those? Are you ready to step into your strength and walk through that door to the new opportunity that's like right there? Or are you holding yourself back? Are you listening to the communication and the messages coming in? Because I feel like it's definitely about healing the heart. These are definitely 3 separate messages, but all very strong messages. This one is about, definitely progressing forward with manifestation through healing. Through healing. We got to heal the heart. You have to feel safe and secure. Maybe it's asking you to look back at your past of what has made you not feel safe. What makes you not feel safe in a relationship? What makes you feel not safe in a relationship? What action has somebody else done to make you not feel safe? And then once you have that, look back at when else you've had that pattern in your life. She's like, it's a pattern. Everything happens in a cycle. Me and Dave were talking about it's always spiraling around to see if you have mastery with that cycle. Are you mastering the cycle? When we work on something, we know it's going to come back around in another way. Dave and I will have a conversation, start about something, and we'll talk about 15 other things. And then it'll come right back around to that very first thing of how all of that relates to that first thing. Because everything is so intertwined. She's like, it's all intertwined. But it's definitely a time of forgiveness and healing. And that's forgiveness of yourself. What do you need to forgive yourself for? I get very hard on myself when I don't do stuff every day on the channel, but some days we just need, like yesterday, we really needed a self-care day. So we took a self-care day. That's what Dave said. He has, some sick days. He's like, I think I'm going to have to use them as mental health days this year. I need to take time for that. And I said, isn't it wonderful? He had the day off yesterday. So I said, isn't it wonderful that the universe always makes sure you have a day off right when you need it? Because he had really integrated a lot of stuff over the weekend and it was really, really strong energy. So when that happens, sometimes you need to take a minute out, take a break. Just like sometimes you have to take a break. Sometimes you have to take a break. We are going to clear the cards a little bit and then we will Here's some messages. How is everyone doing today? We ask everyone to please like and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. This is, my daily gig. So, we appreciate the energy exchange. So, where is everyone from? I'm going to make my cat bigger so I can read it a little better. Jocelyn, where are you that it's freezing? It's kind of freezing here. South Carolina, Slovenia. We are in good old Indiana. Good old Indiana. Funny, we've been a lot of places, so I was actually kind of happy to be back to Indiana. Where in California, Jocelyn? I'm a California girl. Born in Modesto. Well, we're going to see. Okay, Jocelyn, what's your temperature? In LA, Miss Jocelyn. Okay, so you told me to look. Well, maybe. We'll see if it's going to load. Apparently not. I can't wait till Mercury retrograde ends tomorrow. 48 here. Maybe it's not too bad. And the sun shining. Oh, it's warmer here than there. Yeah, it's 48 here. So, I hope everyone is doing super well. All about Maine. Did you send me your address? I feel like I opened all my emails yesterday and I did not have one from you. So, Celia says, normally we're much colder, but I saw, I watched this guy on YouTube, Ryan Hall, y'all, and, is the name of his channel, and he does weather, and he was actually saying that the U.S., is going to have a warm, February, warmer than normal. Maybe not warm, but warmer than normal. So we will take some warmer than normal because I am not about all the cold. My daughter wants to move to Florida, and I will probably be right behind her. So all about Maine, we're going to start with you. We're just she said we're just going with it because I have my cards off. They're mixed up all directions, so we're just going with it because sometimes you just have to go with the flow of things. So we are doing that. So we're going to start with you, all about Maine. Miss Bix, Celia said we're in Canada. And all about Maine, you get a couple of cards. The first card is communication, message. I feel, a message in a bottle. Speak up and be heard. Are you speaking your truth? And the next card is letting go. Time for release, which I know all about Maine. You're getting ready to move, right? Is that moving? In the next couple of days, Celia says really take time to reflect about your time wherever you're at. And make sure that you send it love and thank it for all the time that you had there. Because it really did help you fill your cup up and help you get to this next level. That's going to be really phenomenal. Phenomenal. And then we get detached from the drama. Look up. So I feel like it's saying, definitely this week, reflect. That was that initial message too, was about reflecting 20 years. We're in Virginia. We went to Virginia to Massanutten for vacation. Virginia was very hard on my energy. Like when we went, it was like so hard on me. Like I actually told Dave I never want to go back there. It was like I could not, like, if I'm in a situation and Celia feels like I need protected, she'll make me go to sleep if the energy's like wonky. So Virginia was not good for my energy. Like, yeah, we were like in the mountains, so like there's a lot of karma in that energy there. So I was like, that one's not for me. We've been to some other, historical areas, and nothing's been like that for me. So yeah. So she said it's really a time of releasing, and those first cards were about water and healing. So, but it's definitely a time of reviewing and reflecting this week. So, make sure you're doing that. She said, make sure you're doing that. You are very welcome. And she just cracked up because you called her Cecilia, and she's like, that's so formal. Like, Dave's been looking, trying to find who she was, because she's definitely kind of give us some hints along the way. So we're trying to figure out. She definitely had a past life as a singer. And apparently her mom used to call her Cecilia, and that's when she was in trouble. Because when she was first introduced to us, it was Cecilia, and then it wasn't long and she was Celia. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, we are gonna have a great day all about Maine. And she said, please don't forget to send us your address. Your cards are sitting right over there. Not doing anything with them until I get your address. So, and she said, but that happens in the right time, so it'll happen when it's meant to happen, just like everything else. And she said, no, the move is going to be so good. So good. Yeah, she's like, so good. Miss Vic, are you still here? So you said we did have a message for you. Bum-ba-da-dum. Bum-ba-da-dum. I don't know what that's about, but we're going with it. Do you have a question or a general? It's been a lot of energy, especially like the last few days. Like, so you told Dave life changing, and like I said, we're normally a little bit ahead of it. So I feel like this week is definitely a time of reflection, as that first reading was talking about. So definitely make sure you're being grounded, honoring your inner child. You get the new dawn first, which, Miss Vic, I pulled a card of the day on my Instagram and post. I think it posts on my Facebook too. A card of the day, and this was the card of the day, that it's a new dawn. So I feel like that is a very strong energy coming. I feel like this is like the week of cleanup. So if you need to clean your closet out, this is a good week to do it. If you need to energetically clean some stuff up, it's a good week to do it. if you need to forgive yourself or something, it's super a good week to do that. Like, there ain't nothing better than that idea. My mom agrees because there's the chimes ringing. And then, Miss Bick, the next card you get is the orange card, which is connection and attunement. Are you being balanced and grounded? She's like, grounded, grounded. And that also is orange, which is definitely, sacral energy. If we're not feeling safe, our sacral chakra is blocked. Definitely some healing, energy healing. Have you had any Reiki, or have you done any kind of energy work with that? A lot of times you can list, like Dave and I did. Like Dave and I had to do extra. We went up and walked on the beach twice. Like, we really had to work on grounding and getting balance. So, like, take a long walk. Go if you're somewhere with, I think you said Canada, so I don't feel like. Do you know you can sit in your wherever you're at and have the intention to think about your Earth Star chakra, which is about 2 feet below the earth, wherever you're at. It doesn't matter of your elevation. It sits about 2 feet below the surface of the earth. So you can literally sit and in meditation, think about connecting to your Earth Star chakra and really think about that you want to ground your energy into that chakra and say that I wish to ground my energy into my Earth Star chakra. I normally ground it there, and then I ground it into Gaia. So I ground it further, even through all of my energy centers into the earth. So, taking a bath is a really grounding thing. Put a bath bomb in there. Put some salt in there. Both are really good. I feel like we have something else. And more. I feel like there's another one. At least one more. Okay, and the first one of that is the love card, which is relationships and harmony. So maybe you need to do some reflecting on them. And then the card is the white card, which is purity and innocence, which is about forgiveness and healing that energy of any past relationships you have. And then the next card is the fire, which is the dragon strength, which is through your inner strength, you're going to be able to clear that energy. And you maybe have been going through a void period, because that's the underlying energy, which is retreat, rest, and pause. So I feel like it's saying it's time to clear this week, clear this energy, because the new energy coming is going to be very dynamic. So, oh, perfect. I'm glad you went to the spa. Dave and I took like a whole day yesterday to kind of just, yeah, the energy really coming in yesterday was really, really strong. We are all going through this ascension period. So, if, you feel a little like, Celia's always lately about drink extra water. Dave's been drinking so much water. So the doll-faced diva, can we get you next? But Miss Bick, we're glad you had a spa day. But yeah, she's like, if you can take a little walk outside, that's really super grounding. If not, she said, do the meditation and ground your, have the intention. All you have to do is have the intention. Your intentions are so strong. Most of the time, we don't even realize how strong they are. So, Doll-Face Divas, so far you have the Archangel Sandoval. Hey, the Archangel Sandoval card, which is with you now, which I feel is a very grounding energy. When I call in the archangels, I always call Sandoval in as my grounding energy. So I feel like it's definitely saying, get grounded, the Dollface Diva. The next card is the Fire card, which is Dragon Strength. So that's, I feel like, calling in your inner strength within. We do all have a, personal dragon in the ethers that's always with us that you can always call in to help clear things. The next card is the Blessings and Thanks card, which is abundant universe. So I feel like blessings are getting ready to pour in. And I think you're probably getting a lot of ideas about it. And with that orange card, which is that sacral chakra. And the bottom of the deck is the Review and Reflect card, which is Time Out Needed, which we were already talking about. Make sure you're getting grounded and balanced this week, and clearing whatever needs cleared, because something really super good is about to come in. I think next week everybody is going to be shocked at the new opportunities that start flowing in. I feel like the mess, like Celia's like, we're going to be on go mode. When I first met Dave, it was like everything was on extra fast forward, and like it's never slowed down. But she's saying like go mode starting next week. So make sure you're really grounding this week. Take a bath. If you can't take a bath, soak your feet in some salt water. Is always a good advice, she said. So we hope that helps. And we're gonna, yeah. And next, we're going to do the Android guy, Sono's current feelings. Yeah. She said, we'll get there in a second. The first card out is the Inner Child card, Hear and Know Me. So I feel like this may be something that goes back to Android guy. Have you looked at where your Chiron is? Celia says this is always a really important thing that we need to heal in this lifetime. And, the Chiron is the key on your birth chart. And Celia is always telling Dave and I that is the key to our healing. So we are going to encourage you to take a look at where your Chiron is in your birth chart. The next card out is the Silver card, which is Warrior of Light. I feel like some new clarity will come to you from that. And then you get the Detach from the Drama, which is Look Up, which is sometimes we feel like things are happening to us and not happening for us, is what Celia's saying. And sometimes we have to realize that the universe really, really has a divine plan, and that things don't come in our time. And then the last card here is the Lilac card, which is Higher Realms and Magic. I feel like it's saying your spiritual path is calling right now. The bottom of the deck is the Yin Yang card. And I feel like, which is the duality, which is balance is needed. I feel like your energy is maybe a little out of balance. And as it's out of balance, it's causing the other sonal's energy to kind of be repelled. I know when Dave and I are not in matching vibrations, it definitely causes an area of separation between us. So sometimes you have to detach from what you think the other person's feeling. Dave and I were just talking last night that sometimes when he gets a thought in his head, his mind takes it to the extreme. When we do examples, sometimes with Dave, we have to like go to the most extreme, to the point of sometimes being hilarious, for him to get Celia's reference. So sometimes if somebody's being quiet with us or something, sometimes it has really nothing to do with us. I think that whatever the other person is dealing with right now has to do with them. And maybe some of their inner child work. And I feel like it's inviting you to do that same work, and be balanced. So Celia's inviting you to look at your Chiron, look at what healing you need to work on. Because if you're just sitting and waiting for that person to come back and just focusing on why aren't they here? Why aren't they here? You know what? It kind of will really slow everything down to where you can really, if you get in high vibration, you can bring in the highest timeline that you can manifest. And that comes through you truly being happy and really knowing the magic that you can create. Your words are so powerful. Write the story you would like to see happen. I would meditate and make sure I'm in a good vibration, and then write your dream story. Like literally take some time, meditate, go for a walk, in your favorite place, really make sure you're grounded and balanced, and then take some time and write, if this relationship is worth it to you, you have the time it takes to really work on manifesting it by literally balancing your energy. Really balance your energy and then write the story. You have the ability. You hold the sword of clarity. You have the truth. You can manifest it. Most of the time we don't, because we have beliefs we've picked up as a child. What beliefs have you picked up as a child that are not serving you, that cause you to think this person is never going to come back? If they are the person meant for you, they're going to come back. There's no question about it. You can really write the story. Putting pen to paper is one of the most powerful manifestation tools we have. Only write the positive. Write the true dream story you would like to manifest. Yeah. Look at where your Chiron is. So it's like serious. Look at the house. We're getting ready to do another class. We're going to post it. I know she told me I need to do it the 1st of February. So I need to get it posted. We are doing a Chiron class to kind of help explain it a little bit and give guidance on, which steps are best to take, how to figure out how to work. Dave and I have worked on our Chiron I'll honestly say my Chiron is me using my voice. So literally that's what I'm doing every day is I'm using doing my Chiron, speaking my truth. My truth is Celia. So here we are. So, so you would like to thank everyone for joining us today. We greatly appreciate it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We are trying to grow the channel. So we invite you to take a look at our other videos that we've posted as well. I think we're going to post one later on a new focus technique that we have been working on. Kaysen, we didn't know if you were still here. Celia says, are you here? Apparently she was waiting for you to. We have a message. We would like to send you much love and light to begin with. So we are going to get some cards for you next, Kaysen. Celia is actually Dave and I's both guide. When you're in a twin flame, you kind of have, I don't know if it's all twin flames, but the kind of twin flame Dave and I are, we share Celia. Like when we first came together, Dave always thought I could just read his mind because, I can because Celia, we're kind of telepathic together. So, Kaysen, we get the card wake up call. Listen and take note. And there's my mama. It's not really a windy day, so yeah, my mom. I made a little video of her the other night playing the chimes when I was out in the hot tub. So it was a message from her, so I posted it. So I posted a little. So there's a little bit like a 1-minute video on my channel of her doing it. And in that there is the song of that. So, and the bottom is the fire card, which is the dragon strength. So Kaysen, I see that, there's 3 points on this that are all going up to the 1. And Celia feels like your brother is such a strong part of your family. But right now, everyone is kind of focused on what's going on. So, like, as everyone is focused on that same thing, there can be no change. She said, we told you about writing the new story. And then the next card is the pink card, which is self-love and nurture. One of the best things you can really do for your brother, the bottom of this is the endings. Everyone is looking at him as the person. He's definitely going through the ascension thing. He's going through the ascension thing. Like he is going through a transformation. He is going to become, he's just going through the dark night of the soul. He's just dark night of the soul right now. Do you know what that is? As we're going through our spiritual journey, we go through a period of time where we transform from the person we were into more of the person we're trying to be. So he's just going through a transformation. Yeah, to definitely go into a more spiritual path. No fear, because the conquering fear is there. You don't need to have any fear. Project love at him. Think of him in love. When you're thinking about him, think of him in a place of love. Say that. I love how our relationship is changing and growing. That's a great mantra to say, many times throughout the day. And you can say that. I love how our relationship is growing. I love how our connection is better. Send love to him, and if you're thinking any kind of negative thought, it projects negative energy at him. So the more truly just, be really super heart-centered and take the time and have a conversation with him. Say, I have no judgment and truly have none. Say, I'm here if you need to talk, really be open and come from a place of your love. Before you have that conversation, literally before you walk in that room, say, I ask my ego to step aside and I ask my higher self to take over. Dave and I have literally been on the verge of divorce, and I asked Celia to do that. And within 2 minutes, she literally resolved the situation. Literally. I literally walked away, went in the house, and came back. And as I was turning the corner to go back into the backyard, I asked her to take, could she have the conversation? So I was making sure I was coming from a place of love. And once my ego, our ego is strong, and our ego thinks it knows what's best for us. We are initially made to serve. Our ego was made to serve us, but we've turned it around, and we are always just following our ego. We don't want to, seem wrong. A lot of times Celia says, do you want to be right or you want to be happy? We heard that from Abraham, and she, so a lot of times now we have two things, happy, not happy. You get to pick. Which do you want to pick? Do you want, love, not love? You know what? I always going to pick love. I always want love. We are the love and the light. And sometimes it's a wake-up call to do it from a different place. Come from such a place of overflowing love. Let him know you're on his side, no matter what side that is. Let him know you're always going to be there to support him, no matter what. Sometimes that sibling bond is different than that parental bond. My kids are, I know from my example for my kids, they have a special bond that is like nothing else. So he's like, just come from a place of love and go with the flow. Trust everything is always working out. And then you get the grounded and supported card on the bottom of the deck. So she's like, it's going to work out. Just come from a real place of love, and you would, it's going to be so amazing. The change that you're going to see. There you go. Hi, Elin. How are you doing? Hi, Pooja. The Queen of Sheba. How are you? Blast. We are thanking everyone for joining us. We're going to ask everybody, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel, and that is great energy exchange. But Kaysen, we are glad you joined us. And Celia says you are welcome every day. We greatly love to give messages to those Celia's guided to. That's, if she answers you, it's because that's who she's guided to. So we're sending you much love and light. She said there's a little ball of energy. And Jocelyn, we're going to get you next because you have been here. Thank you for joining us. We want to see what message we got for you. She says, make sure you're smiling. You have such a beautiful smile, she says. Yeah, she says, smile, be happy. Come from a place of love. Oh, be the love. Yeah, be the love. Jocelyn, you get the card of action, movement needed. And then the bottom of the deck is the white card, which is purity and innocence. So I know you're in LA, so go walk the beach. She's like, go out on the beach. If you're, Jocelyn, are you trying to manifest a person? So he's like, are you trying to manifest a person? She wants, guess we'll see. She's like, have some coffee and wait a second. Oh. For one, she said, we did do a video on how to manifest your twin flame, but have you wrote the list of the things you're wanting? She's like, have you wrote the list? That's the action you need to do. When you're walking on the beach, when you're walking on the beach, Jocelyn, do you like to walk on the beach? Do you do that? So it's like, let's have a conversation. Do you walk on the beach? She's got the greatest tip if you do. So we're hoping you do. Yes, she wants, because the cards you get, the other card is the creation card, and then you get the chakra card, which is the light body, which the beach definitely activates. And that is super strong energy where the water and the beach come together. So Celia's guidance on that is to go walk on the beach. When you see people that like, I didn't necessarily have the best. I mean, my parents were married for 30 years, but I never saw a lot of emotion necessarily between them. And then as I become a therapist, I was able to, and I was trying to manifest somebody. I kept meeting patients that had been married like 40, 50, 60 years. And like, we're such loving and caring to each other. So I want you also, when you go to the beach, or when you're anywhere, look for those couples that are really, goals. Those are relationship goals, people. When you see them together and they're walking, like Dave opens my door, we hold hands. It's the sweetest, like, I'm living my dream life. All the things on my list that I wanted to manifest. But like, literally, really, notice that you start seeing those things in other people, because we'll start seeing it in our environment before you start seeing it in your personal physical relationships. So notice, put those things out there as you're walking. I want loyalty, I want, whatever. What do you want? I wanted somebody to bring me flowers. Dave's really good about, every payday he brings me flowers. Sometimes even in between, just whenever he feels I need them. I might get some today, I feel. Because look, I just put it out there. And we'll see. We'll see tomorrow if I get flowers today. Sometimes he surprises me with them. But I feel like you can, like me just saying that and kind of letting it go. We'll see if I manifest it. We'll see how easygoing I am about that energy. But Celia's saying you're going to see that in your environment before you see it in your physical. So take the time to be aware of your environment and those people that are already in the relationships, the type that you want to already manifest. So there you go. I love that she's always given the greatest advice. Because truly, that's what I did. I found so many people that were happy and in love, long periods of time. Dave is like, it's funny because in the beginning, he did not open my door. He would occasionally do it, but 99% of the time he didn't do it, to where now, and then to where now every single time he opens my door, he didn't initially do it, but as my self-love has grown, and his self-love has grown, he thinks it's a very chivalrous thing. So now every time, he will never let me open my door now. So that's a thing that changed through our relationship by just us working on our energies of love. So as you know your self-worth, other people will know it too. So as I knew my self-worth, Dave knew it too. So now he graciously opens the door. I never had to ask him to open my door. He just started doing it. On the flowers thing, it just started happening, and it's from that's really almost from the very beginning. He's brought me flowers. He's very, very good about that. So, yeah, I love him so much. He's the best. As I have around my room, I have a little card here from him, and he wrote me a little love note I have hanging up over there that says, "To my beautiful love, now and forever, thanks for being part of this journey. Love to the moon and the stars." Is that not the sweetest? I mean, he just little hand wrote me a little note and put a little heart on it, a little smiley face, and I love it enough. I hang it up and I like savor it. So you know what that brings me? More of that. So for a long time I didn't know, and the more I know it, the more he treats, like I told him, He treats me better than I ever thought any man would. So I am surprised and delighted by it. So, anyway, woo! Let me have some coffee. And my mom's all in agreement because if she agrees, she rings the bells. And you can absolutely have it. It's truly, and you find an, absolutely, like if something ever happened to one of us, I don't think either of us would ever, nothing would ever match what the level of connection we have. And that was literally from the very, very first, from the first. Yeah. So we hope everyone, so he's like, everyone doing well. Please, everybody, make sure you like and subscribe. I guess YouTube would like me to have more comments on my videos. So I am going, here we go. We are going to do a drawing to give away a free reading. To get entered in the drawing, you have to comment on the video. And we are going to do that for now until here. She said look at the calendar. So we're going to look at the calendar and she's picking a date apparently. February 4th. So that's 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So now until February 4th, every time you comment on a video, you get an entry into the giveaway for a free reading. So she said for every comment, you get an entry. And then we'll just put all the names in a thing and we'll draw it here on Coffee and Cards. So we invite everyone to like and subscribe. Keisha, thanks for joining us. I am a twin flame. We are doing a live twin flame reading tonight at 7 p.m. my time. It is 10:30 now my time. So we are, so apparently we're going to give away a free reading February 4th. So I guess I'm going to post a little video about that. So we hope everyone, likes, subscribes, and leaves a comment now, apparently. And Pooja, thank you for joining. Elin, what's going on with your back? Celia says. And Keisha, we will get to you. We have a few people that were here first, so we're going to get to them, and we will get to you. But thank you for joining us, Celia says. Football. Okay, Elin, we're going to get a card for you. I know that means soccer everywhere else but here, because we are strange. We call throwing a ball football. So. And everywhere else in the world is soccer. Elin, is surgery your only option? Have you okay. For one, Celia says, is surgery your only option? We get the letting go card, which is time to release. A lot of times that's stuck energy when we get an injury. It just is. And then we get detached from the drama, look up. And then we get the light body card. Have you tried physical therapy? So he says, we are a physical therapy assistant, so we are always for physical therapy. Give physical therapy a chance. She said, what specifically is wrong? Do you have a diagnosis? We would like to know. She was like, we would like to know your diagnosis. And we don't know if, I think you're in Sweden. I don't know if in Sweden they have biofreeze. We use it a lot in physical therapy here in the US. I call it the magic green stuff. It's kind of like icy hot, but I feel it's a little more effective. There are some other things that are similar. But if you put it on and it takes the pain away, it kind of is, oh, I don't feel surgery. So you're saying, look at something else. I'm not feeling surgery. I'm not feeling surgery. She's like something, what's your doctor say? She said, what's your doctor say? Did you pinch a disc? Do you have a disc pinched? We don't feel surgery is going to be required. Celia would like you to look at other things. What number? Yeah. I don't think you're going to need it. You get the 4 cups. I feel like you're going to, oh, L5. Elin, I really want you to do some, sacral chakra meditations. Listen to like some, you can find the solfeggio tones that are for that area of your body. A lot of times when you have a lot of stuck sacral energy, if you've been having, wherever you're having pain in your body is kind of tied to that energy center. And I feel like your sacral chakra is really, really blocked. And you probably have some past life trauma you hold there. I would really try to do a lot of meditation and clearing. Celia's like, try to do some meditation and clearing really for like your sacral chakra, and even your root chakra. Because I feel like you're having a lot of anxiety from it, but you need to know you're safe and secure. And yeah, she's like, really work on those 2 chakras. Work on your, because you got the chakras here, which is your light body, but she's like, really like work on those 2 chakras, your root chakra and your sacral chakra. Because like your sacral chakra is like so blocked. Like I can feel it. Great thing about being empathic. I can feel it. Your sacral chakra is like super duper blocked. If it brings you joy, I would make sure that you were doing, so he's like, do the therapy, like literally do the energy work and do the therapy. Listen to your therapist. I'm a physical therapy assistant, so I'm like a strong proponent of doing the physical therapy. Do the exercises. Like if you get exercises to do, do them. Do them. Do them. Do them. Do them. Do them. That can literally do so much for you. But I feel like you can definitely not have to have surgery. When they give you exercises, do them at home every day. Are they giving you exercises to do at home? She's like, are they giving you exercises? Some. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, do your exercises. You would be surprised. Do you have access to a hot tub? Do they have a hot tub at the gym? She's like, try the hot tub. Dave and I use the hot tub. It does so much for pain relief. A hot tub. A lot of times they have a pool and then they have another area that's heated. It's like a little swimming pool that's a little hot, kind of hot, 102, 103 degrees. Or even like she says, like sauna, like, or a hot bath. Like soaking is really a way to help tighten or loosen all that up. You have a lot of tight muscles. So yeah, she's like, but she's like, definitely do the exercises. And the number one advice I'm going to give you from a therapy standpoint is listen to your body. If you're doing something and it hurts, back off a little bit and see if you can still do it. But listen to your body. Your body's trying to communicate with you. Ask it. Ask your body. Say, I asked my body, what's it trying to tell me? So you are welcome, but we do not see surgery. Miss Keisha, did you have a question or would you like a general read? So you would like to thank you for joining us. She is my guide. Me and Dave talk. She's my personal Abraham. So sometimes I channel other people besides just Celia. She's like part of the collective. But sometimes we get random other messages. So this is for you, Miss Keisha. Thank you for joining us. So he says, where are you from? Oh, we're in Florida. We love Florida. We were just there in Daytona for Christmas. Can't wait to go back. My daughter wants to move there, so I'm apparently moving to Florida because she's not taking that grandbaby anywhere. I am not going. The bottom of the deck is the communication card. Speak up and be heard. So make sure you're using your voice and walking on the beach. Hopefully you live somewhere by the beach. And then you get the card of love, relationship, and harmony. So that's beautiful energy. So he's definitely sending you a message of love. And I feel like, are you by the beach? If you're by the beach, go walk on the beach because you're definitely going to be getting some activation. The tree of life. So yeah. She's like, go walk the beach. It's going to really activate you. It will really, really activate you. And you'll get a lot of messages. Like when well, Miss Keisha, we're going to tell you, we love to give relationship advice. Celia loves that. So we are going to give you a little, oh no. Are you a twin flame? Because I'm a twin flame reader. And actually tonight at 7 o'clock, I'm doing a live twin flame reading and we pull twin flame cards. I am in union, married to my twin flame. Sometimes he is on the show with me. So, a really great way to connect with that person. A great way to connect with your person is to bring your hands to your heart and to feel the love you have for them. And then send them love and really think about the happiest times you were ever with that person. So just think of, the happiest times you were ever with your person. And you can also take and, you can walk on the beach or meditate and get really good energy because, here we go. Do you know when that person is talking to you and communicating with you, can you feel their energy focused on you? My chimes ring, so my mom says yes. And I bet when that person is not talking to you, if somebody is really giving you their attention, does that feel really good? And if somebody is not focusing any attention on you, it doesn't feel very good. So even though he's not focusing on you, you know what? You're still sending him energy. So if you're going to send him energy, don't focus on that he's not there. Focus on the energy of, why do you feel like he's not the one? Explain rough. Because the twin flame journey is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. It's definitely your person that you're supposed to spend time with to work on a good way is to pull your energy back. You want me to tell you why? Because when you're kind of pursuing him, that is masculine energy. The masculine energy is the chaser. They're used to pursuing. And if the feminine energy or feminine body is kind of chasing, that puts the masculine energy into the feminine, and they're going to run every time because truly the feminine energy is sit back and wait. So Celia's guidance is literally just sit back and sometimes we're here to work on our spiritual journey, and until we do that, nothing's going to really move forward. Yeah, like if you pull your focus away and focus on, like, I initially had a catalyst person. It wasn't my person. I had all of that twin flame stuff with another person called a catalyst. After I finally was like, I deserve better than this shit. I deserve, I knew what I deserved. So I was like, I deserve better. And literally I said it. I wrote my list of what I wanted. And as I decided, okay, because we're all on this spiritual path, and like my gift was I do energy work and I do tarot. So I was guided. When I was on my dating profile when I met Dave, I put energy worker. That was the only thing on my profile. I literally took everything off. I don't even think I had my name. I literally just said I was an energy worker. Because I kept finding guys that needed energy work. So I was like, fine, here's my advertisement. I'm doing energy work. And Dave was like, what is that? And then like literally from our first meeting, it was completely different. Actually, when we were supposed to meet, I stood him up. Because I wasn't sure that I even wanted to date. And then we talked so much the next week. So that might not actually be your It might not be your person. It might be a catalyst. I had a catalyst. You know, which put me on the journey of the twin flame, which is truly about you finding balance in your own energy. We each have masculine and feminine energy. And when that person triggers that journey with us, doesn't necessarily mean that has to be your person forever. Like, I thought that was my person. I literally would have thought that was my person. I did for several years. I thought that was my person. And then, you know what? I finally gave up and was like, I deserve better. And you know what? I kept doing that. I literally kept attracting that guy that needed energy work. So I was like, fine, I'm just going to put I'm an energy healer out there and I'll just do that, And then literally when I gave up the resistance of finding my right person, I met Dave, and one of the last things I did before we met, I told somebody that had kind of been in and out of my life. I'm like, I'm dating for marriage, and I truly, truly meant it. And literally the next person I met was Dave. So, Keisha, that doesn't necessarily have to be your person. Sometimes you are on that part of the journey with somebody else. Keisha, I have posted a video on how I manifested my twin flame. There were a few steps in there. I wrote a list. I did a focus wheel. I started saying the affirmation of I'm dating for marriage, and literally, that changed what I was attracting, and by knowing your worth. So my guide Celia is about always doing self-care and knowing your worth. She's like, know your worth. If you are allowing somebody to treat you like shit, you're telling them you don't mean nothing. The way you treat yourself is how we teach other people to treat us. I already have the video on how I manifested my twin flame. Yes, I posted it probably 2 months ago, maybe a little more. But yes, it's definitely there. How I posted or how I manifested Dave. But thank you for joining us, Keisha. Bellanica, me too, about the self-love. We were talking earlier, Dave now opens my car door everywhere we go. And that's because I know my self-love and my value. My value has increased with myself. So Dave treats me, he always did good things for me, but like opening the door is a new thing. For probably the last 2 months. So literally, since I've really stepped into doing my mission and knowing my value, Dave has literally kicked his game up a little bit. So there you go. And Keisha, the cards that wanted to come out before we were done, so we're calling them for you, because you still get the communication card. And sometimes I don't even know why. Hey, Keisha, I posted a video a long time ago called Message in a Bottle. Maybe go look at it. I have no idea why, but that's what Celia just said. And then you get the cards of pink, which is self-love and nurture, and as above, so below, heaven and earth. And know that you are such a divine being, and that there's so much light being shone down on you, shone down upon you. There's some light really shining upon you. But I feel like maybe somebody's been hiding your light. Has somebody been trying to dim your light? Who's dimming your light? Yeah. And hey, Keisha, that Olsen 95 or 795, that's my husband, Dave. So, she's saying this is for you too. So whoever's been, dimming your light is just being a reflection of the self-love you have. So, yeah. They're just being a reflection of as me and Dave talk about all the time, Just your environment is a reflection of the self-love you have. And Dave, can you do the message in a bottle reading that was from a long, long time ago? Celia wants her to hear that one too. So please and thank you. I think she's saying you definitely have to have a lot more self-love. She's like, you need to know love yourself. So Shirley, yes, she does deserve the best. Thank you, Shirley, for inspired and lifted up. Shirley, we're going to get a card for you next. How are you doing? Celia says, oh, look, you get the as above, so below card. So just know that everything is going as it should, Shirley. The universe is going to reflect back to you how you feel about yourself. So as you're helping and shining the light and building other people up, that's going to be so reflected back to you, because then we get the leadership card, answer the call. And Shirley, we are doing twin flame reading tonight at 7. So please join us. And for anybody that just recently joined us, we are trying to increase our comments. So if you comment in a video between now and February 4th, we are going to do a drawing and do a free reading giveaway on February 4th. So every time you comment on a video, you will get entered in the drawing. So we are just gonna very nice, Shirley. And keep shining that light. Celia says, oh yeah, she's like, shine your light, like a diamond in the sky. There's a song. Belanika, can we get a card for you next? Yeah, Shirley, like a diamond in the sky, whatever song that is to, if anybody knows that reference, listen to that song. Oh. Yeah, something like a diamond in the sky. Yeah, there's some song reference. Me and Dave get those. Oh, good. You should play that song. You'll get a message from it. Me and Dave get messages that way all the time. Celia loves to give us songs. So, Belanika, for you, get the love card, relationship and harmony. Get the clarity card and the heart healing card. And the bottom of the deck is the fire card, which is the dragon strength, which is, I feel like, always talking about, that strength within, that fire, that passion you have. But you get the love card, get the clarity card, and then you get the green card, which is the heart healing card. So, Beautiful energy. I feel like it's asking you to do some meditation. Belanika, pull your energy to your heart. And I feel like it's definitely a time of heart healing and clearing energy that's blocking you to get everything back in alignment. I feel like there's an inner passion in you that you're are you squashing an inner passion? Like for me, it's, my inner child stuff, my bath bomb stuff. I haven't been doing it. And like, I'm really getting that push to kind of do it. So, are you following your heart's passion? But I feel like it's definitely asking you to meditate and clear your heart and be very heart centered. She's like, show you the cards. So there you go. Yes, Dave, be happy. That is always our guidance, isn't it, Celia Gibbs? Is be happy. I know I've really been having a heart chakra thing the last week or so. I know Dave has as well. And the energy is super strong. So just be easy with yourself, and forgive yourself. Celia says, make sure you're forgiving yourself. A lot of that we hold, in us is just needs self-forgiveness. You just need to feel the feelings and let it go. Me and Dave have really been working on that about, feeling the feelings. And then we get the self-care and nurture card for you, Belanika. So, self-care. We took a day yesterday for total self-care. So we are encouraging that, especially this week, Celia says, is a really good week to really work on your self-care. We have a full moon on the 21st, 22nd, and then all the planets are direct for 3 months. So powerful energy moving forward next week. So we are actually so he says, okay. Here, my mama, she's got something to say. Oh, the Friday the 13th one was a good one. New moons are always really good to manifest in, because, new moon in Aquarius, which is, about expansion. Anybody that follows Vedic astrology, Saturn goes into Aquarius today. In Vedic astrology, because they just do it by a different way of telling time. So I feel like we may feel a change from that. I'm open to many different kinds. I'm open to, Vedic as well as Western astrology. So I kind of feel they all kind of go together a little bit. So I think we will feel a little energy from Saturn shifting into Aquarius. So we will see. Divine Cancer. Divine Cancer, guidance of what's coming the next 7 days. Some good energy. The first card is the duality card, which is about finding balance, the yin and the yang. So balance is needed. So are you meditating? And then you get the yellow card, which is, joy and happiness. And the bottom of the deck is the healing card. So pause to receive. I feel like it's a good time to sit out in the sun and meditate, and really balance your energy. Are you making sure your masculine and feminine energy are balanced? When they're really imbalanced, you're going to find joy and happiness really, really, really easily. And I feel like you're going to get some healing through sitting. If you're sitting outside, if you can sit outside in the sunshine, and I would really put the color yellow around. I would put the color yellow around you for the next 7 days. Wear yellow, focus on your solar plexus chakra. Are you getting messages? I say that because my stomach was just gurgling a little, which, you know, everything is for that guidance. So I feel like you're getting some messages that can really guide your healing. Are you listening to them? Because then you're supposed to be being a beacon to others. And then you get the heart healing card. You get the blue card, the signs card, and the go with the flow card. And the bottom of the deck is the codependency card. So listen to your solar plexus. If you're having any, if somebody's trying to guilt you into something, if somebody's trying to guilt you into something, you may get a little twinge in your stomach that's like, is this the best for you? Sometimes standing up for yourself is being the beacon. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. But you're definitely getting signs, because you get the blue, the green, and you had the yellow card. So I feel like all of those energies are right there trying to work together. Are you speaking your are you being your authentic self? Are you speaking your truth? Are you coming from a place of love? Also, somebody that's passed on, maybe trying to send you a message. Miss Keisha, we would like to invite you to join. We have a private Facebook group. We're trying to grow our soul tribe. I just posted a message in there yesterday for a poll to do a private group reading. It's just a place for support. I know some of the other girls were in the chat the other day supporting each other. Somebody was going through a hard time, and one of the other girls was there to help answer questions and to build that other person up. So we would really, it's in the description box, and I think on the banner on my channel. So please join our private Facebook group. You can always also reach out to me or Dave there. But we would definitely like to invite you to join. We're all on the spiritual journey, and we're just trying to share what we know and help, Yes, I feel like your solar plexus is blocked, and as soon as you work on that, all the other stuff is going to come through, because that was like the second part of the message, Divine Cancer. So I would really and your solar plexus is where we initially are getting those little nudges from the universe, that until we open our third eye, which can't happen until you open that solar plexus in the heart, and then I feel like the others open from the top down. So yeah. Normally that's associated with your self-worth. Are you loving yourself? Like the initial reading today was all about self-care and your self-worth, and make sure you're loving yourself. So make sure you're giving yourself some love. And working on, doing that self-care, spending time by water, and how connected are you with your inner child? Like my inner child likes to do the bath bomb stuff. So this week we are going to make sure we're doing that. And I love the bath bombs I make. They make my skin happy. So I'm going to do that. So we are encouraging you to, connect with your inner child this week, Divine Cancer. Do the things that joyfully make you happy. Things that made you very happy as a child. Like I had a chemistry set, so that's why the bath bomb thing really is my thing. So I am gonna take a break because it's been almost 2 hours. Blast, we are gonna get you, because we know Celia says you've been here for a little bit, so we are gonna get a message for you, Blast. Celia says thank you. So what message do you need today? Oh, we get the ancestor message, which is Blast, do you follow Vedic astrology? Because sometimes when I see the ancestor card, it reminds me of our karma. And Divine Cancer, Celia says also you can listen to the solfeggio tones to help open your chakras. And then we get the review and reflect card, Blast. So I feel like it's asking you to review about your karma and your ancestors. Because as we were just talking about in Vedic astrology, Saturn just went into Aquarius, and Saturn is your karma. And I feel like that is also tied to, but it's going into Aquarius. So maybe seeing your karma from a new perspective, looking at your patterns. If you have a certain pattern in love or, an area of your life that's given you problem, look at the pattern, look at your ancestors' patterns with it, and know that it's definitely something to do with the karma. Definitely to do with the karma. So if you're going through any kind of rough time right now, Blast, no, it is tied to your karma. So you're saying, Miss Shirley, are you in the Facebook group? So you asked, are you in the Facebook group? Because Miss Shirley, we do see you being such a bright, shiny light to others. So he says we would greatly love to have you if you're not already. And Pooja, we're going to get a card for you. Oh, you're in the group? Okay. Pooja, we'll get a card for you now. And we did post a poll. We're going to do a live reading for just the members in the Facebook group. So if everyone can answer, we would appreciate it. And Pooja, the card you get is the gold card, which is the cup of replenishment. And the bottom of the deck is the karma, untying your knots. So through your self-love and self-care and knowing your value, you're really going to be able to untie the karma. So that is beautiful. I think on that, Manber, we will get a general for you, Manber. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. We are actually going to go, meditate. So, and Manber, the card you get is leadership, answering the call. Have you stepped into your spiritual gift? Are you leading others? It is 11:11 as I look up the clock. So happy 11:11. We are doing a twin flame reading tonight at 7. And then the bottom of the deck is the Akashic Records card, evaluate and review. So I feel like, Manber, it's really asking you to step into your role as a leader. we feel like you've done this in many lifetimes prior, so it's definitely a skill that will come really easy to you, to shine your light for others. So if you're not really shining your light, we are inviting you to do so. So you said, sometimes the spiritual path knocks a little, and sometimes it louder, and then sometimes it starts really beating at the door. And we feel like it's really, beating at the door. Just, keep working on your spiritual path. Are you meditating? Are you meditating? That is one of the, first ways we can answer that call. And I think meditation would do you a lot of good, Celia says, and really help you step into your power as a beacon for others. Hey, Alex. So you said you were coming. She was like, wait, we were going to get off a little bit ago, but she's like, wait, because we hadn't seen you, Alex. Thanks for responding to the poll. Apparently, Celia's got a message for you because we were literally going to stop a little bit ago, and she was like, no, wait. So, Alex, how are you doing today? I must have a strong message because my stomach is going crazy. I know Dave and I spend a lot of time doing self-care, and Celia is really encouraging that this week. And, oh, hey, Alex, we are going to do a giveaway for a free reading. We are going to do a drawing on February 4th. Every time you comment on a video, you get an entry into the drawing for the free reading. So, I almost did one last night. I was thinking about it. We hot tubbed and then I was just tired. So, yeah. Apparently, YouTube would like me to have more comments on my video. So, so you think that's a fun way to increase our comments and views on videos. So every video you comment on, you get an entry into the drawing. So we're doing that. So we're going to give you a message now, Alex. Alex, how's your mom? Something about your mom, because my mom's really dinging the bells. And you get the lilac card, which is higher realms of magic. I know you've been working on some stuff with your mom. I think it's going to be, the path is going to get a little easier. Oh, yeah. Do you know sometimes, Alex, you can have a conversation with her higher self. You can, if you're thinking about her, you can, go in your heart center and then say you want your higher self to talk to her higher self and tell her that you think she needs some more self-love and self-care. And you can, sometimes talk to her higher self, talk to her through her higher self that, that you feel like she's working hard. And just, send her a little message of, some self-care would be good. Maybe tell her you guys should schedule some self-care time together. Because I feel like when you guys are together, like this, the strength of your power when you're together can be really, really strong. And you can almost like manifest out of thin air. We get the Metatron card. The rainbow is always open, and the air card, which is fly free. So yeah, I feel like when you talk to your mom about something, you can, when then we get the dimensional gateway, you can like literally so you're saying manifest like out of thin air. Like yesterday with Dave, that's what she was having him do, snap his fingers to tell him he can manifest that quickly, and you can manifest that quickly too. Especially she said when you're talking to your mom. Do you talk to your mom about your twin flame? Do you talk to your mom about your twin flame? Do you talk to your mom about your spiritual path at all? Yeah, do you talk to your mom about that stuff? And Alex, we are doing twin flame reading tonight at 7 my time. I think that might be different your time. Because do you know what? When you try to manifest something for somebody else, or because you love them, like Dave knew I wanted to go to Florida in December, but initially it hadn't worked out, and we had to go to Vegas. We had to go to Sedona in Vegas. That's not a had to. It was a blast, and we loved it. But he really still wanted to manifest Florida for me. So when we came back, when we left, I think like day 2 when we were driving, we found out we actually got a place in Florida for the last week of December. And in doing that, hold on a second, because that just, but when you try to manifest something for someone you love, it takes a lot of the resistance away. And your mom really, 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 really loves you. And the more open and vulnerable you'll be with her, the easier she can tell that story of love about you, for you. So I feel like her love for you is like so strong, but like very blocked off from you or her one. Somebody's really afraid to be vulnerable. And honestly, I think it's her. I feel like she is really blocked off. Because do you know, if you're like, a lot of times, if you go into a relationship and over time with people, we build walls up because of things happen. And if, as you don't want to be vulnerable, it causes her to mirror that energy. So, yeah. And she doesn't feel safe. And actually, her inner child stuff has made her not feel safe, which is just, you are a reflection back to her of. So as you become open and vulnerable and really honest with her, it can really allow her to feel safe and be open with you. Yeah, you're just mirroring it. I mean, you're in the environment. We do that with all the people we are around. We mirror whatever energy they're at. So, yeah. So you're saying if you really take the steps to really, be open and honest and really project so much love at her, her childhood must have been very rough. And a lot of times people have things that they don't even realize they have. Because we get really detached from it and we close our heart off. So Celia says, detach from your normal behavior of kind of share with unabashed feelings of how the reaction you'll get. Sometimes we just have to stand in our own honesty. You get the chakra card, so make sure you're meditating. We do that with literally everybody. Have you ever been in one mood and somebody comes in that you have not good energy with, and it instantly puts you in that old vibration of whatever that person is? That's because you go to whatever that you reflect that. Everybody does it. Capricorn, yeah, two definitely. I know me and Dave both have really strong Capricorn. In our chart, Dave's moon is in Capricorn, and my ascendant is squeezed. I have like 4 degrees of Sag, all of Capricorn, and 2 degrees of Aquarius in my first house. So, yeah, I know all about that fun Capricorn energy. Yes, you're definitely an empath, Alex. Yep. But tonight we're doing that video or live at 7. We invite you to join us. It's been a little over 2 hours, and now that we talked to you, Alex, we're going to take a break. So we thank everyone for joining. Please like and subscribe and comment below to be entered in the drawing for the free reading we're giving away February 4th. Hope everyone has a great day. Awesome, Alex. Have a great day. Bye.